Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Welcome to the CT Educator Podcast. I am your host, Karina Hogan. I am a registered CT technologist with 20 years of experience and knowledge. I help new CT technologists level up their CT training so that you can become a successful technologist. I'm also a mom and committed to sharing my knowledge and expertise to help you build your confidence, know the CT basics so that you can deliver quality patient care. So let's get into it. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. We are in April. My goodness. Well, I can tell you today is a very stormy, lightning, there's possible threats of tornadoes because I do live out in the Midwest. And yeah, being a West Coast person living in the Midwest does not go well. So let's get through some housekeeping because I have a great episode to get through today that will help you technologists out because, I give you the most informational, educational stuff on this podcast. So if this is your first time listening to me on this podcast, hi, my name is Karina. I am a registered CT tech. I have 23 years, oh my gosh, it's been that long, of CT knowledge and expertise. I know all the CT systems out there, all four of them, the main four ones. So I am your CT expert and I am your CT mentor when it comes to knowing all the CT things. So if you feel that this podcast is beneficial to somebody that you know, make sure you like, share, subscribe so you can get the latest podcast episodes because new episodes drop every single Tuesday. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure you watch on the YouTube channel. The CT Educator is on YouTube. Those episodes drop every Wednesday. As far as videos drop every Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. So a little bit of housekeeping. So got some great things going on for the second quarter of 2025. So first and foremost, I have two awesome programs. So one of them is my OG program that I have refreshed and given a new name. And I have launched a new program that is designed for CT techs that are interested in traveling. This program the requirement is that you have to have at least a year of experience. Now, if you've done some homework and some research as far as these recruiting companies, some of them require you, actually most of them require you to have a year's of experience because they need to know that you're a well-rounded technologist and you know how to just adapt to different facilities. Some of them do require 2 years of experience. So in my program, it is 16 weeks, $2,500. I have awesome payment plans, so don't freak out at the price. You can do it and you need to sign up, okay? So in 16 weeks' time, I will get you ready. I'll give you the skills and the tips, the tools, everything you need to know to secure that first contract, okay? So that you can get some high-paying dollars and stop being a staff tech and getting bullshit wages, okay? So because traveling is a hot thing, and I'm even thinking about doing it myself, even though I'm a staff tech, but I have a lot of awesome friends that are traveling CT techs that I've gotten great information on. So I'm passing that information on to you. And I'll tell you, I get recruiters that are in my inbox every single day. So I'm going to do a separate YouTube video on that to give you some screenshots of the pay and just the things that they send me every day. I mean, I had one recruiter yesterday contact me 6 times. I had to block the number because of the wealth of knowledge and experience that I have on all the systems out there. And I basically can sit at any scanner anywhere in the world and scan pretty much. So I am taking 10 spots. Okay. So I am opening up the checkout cart to this program. It's only going to be open for a short amount of time. Okay. So you have a week to get into this program. After all the spots are filled and after registration closes, you're going to have to wait until the next round. So it's 16 weeks with me and I will get you ready so you can secure that contract and get some big cash. So make sure you get your asses in there. Go check out the link. It's in the show notes. Now, my OG program, it was the CT Educator program, has gotten a new name. Okay. If some of you I know have purchased in the past my CT Blueprint ebook, where it's kind of like a good resource for new technologists, I have renamed the program to the CT Blueprint. So This is a 6-month coaching program where I coach and mentor you. This is for new CT technologists transitioning in CT, never worked in CT, and want to learn CT to be the best CT technologist and the go-to person in the department. Okay? Where you can, make sure that you're registry ready, make sure you're good to go, and you know how to operate on a shift on your own. And you can execute and just be the top dog in your department. Okay? So it's 6 months. I'm also taking only 10 students in this program. It is $5K, so $5,000 for 6 months. Don't freak out at the price. I have awesome payment plans. So get your ass in there too if you're a new technologist, because we all know it's bullshit that 6 weeks of training does not make you a good technologist, especially if you've never looked at a CT image and you've never worked in CT, okay? You need at least 6 months. So come get coached by me, 6 months, and I will have you ready to fucking go. So check out the link in the show notes. Make sure you sign up for the program. That registration link is only going to be available for a week. So make sure you get in that program, okay? Also, as I'm getting summer ready, and if you're looking at the video portion of this episode, I've gotten a haircut. Yes, I am getting summer ready where I am also getting my body summer ready. I started a fitness journey once again because I've done this fitness journey so many times over the years. So I really took my health and wellness seriously last year because I was going through a lot of, hard times, lots of changes, and was tired of my own shit. So I decided that I was going to go ahead and sign up for the wellness program at my job, and it worked wonders for me. So I signed up for the gym and I got summer ready. And then in the process, I have an awesome boyfriend. Him and I had known each other for at least a year. And then we are now a couple and we're in a serious relationship. It's fucking awesome. He is the best person I know. And I also train with him. So if you are looking to get summer ready, because summer is 3 months away, guys, okay? And you need an awesome coach that is going to show you how to properly use all the equipment, that is going to give you proper form, give you dietary advice, not tell you what to eat because that's a dietitian's lane. He will give you dietary advice. He will structure your workouts. You will get coaching and mentorship. You will get weekly accountability. You will get all those things, just like I do currently. Make sure that you sign up on the link in the show notes, okay? And then he will get back to you. He will ask you the appropriate questions and make sure you are a good fit for his program. He has taken 10 clients, okay? So make sure you guys sign up for that. He is awesome. I train with him. Don't sign up just because he's my boyfriend, okay? I'm telling you, even if we weren't, I would still sign up with him because he's an excellent coach and he looks phenomenal. So you guys want to get in on online coaching and get a coach that's going to keep you accountable and get you summer ready? Sign up on the link on the show notes. Get your ass in there. And we talk about all the mental health stuff that relates to fitness to get you summer ready and get you out of your fucking bullshit. Make sure you sign up for that. He is awesome. He's a good coach. So let's get in today's episode because we don't want to waste time talking about what amazing things we're going to do, okay? So in today's episode, we are going to talk about, CT Protocols 101. So understanding the why behind the scans and why we do things. Okay. Now, on TikTok, if you don't follow me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on TikTok. Okay. At the CT Educator, I get a lot of DMs and a lot of questions when it comes to protocol videos about, how to execute different protocols and understanding protocols. Recently, I received a DM as far as timing when it comes to protocols. Okay. Which this person who sent me the DM, you are a good match and a good fit for the CT Blueprint. And I would highly suggest you sign up for that. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the common CT protocols that we use daily. I'm going to talk a little bit about timing as far as for those common exams and why centering and display field of view and the why behind the scans are important. Okay. So when it comes to protocols, we know in CT, there are so many fucking protocols that we have to remember, right? There are so many things that we have to get right. The timing, contrast, positioning, making sure we're, scanning from here to here. We have to know all those things. But a lot of times we don't know the why behind it, right? So a lot of the common exams that we should know are your abdomen and pelvis CTs, head CTs without contrast, your PE studies, your CTA exams. Those are just some of the common things that we see, okay? And those are the common bread and butter exams that we do every single day, okay? So when it comes to timing, depending on if it's an arterial exam or a venous exam. So the timing is going to be different. Now, we know when it comes to arterial studies, your CTAs, your PEs, usually between 15 to 20 seconds, that is a good arterial phase. Anything that's after that is a late arterial and you've already missed whatever vessel you're looking for. So we know contrast timing is crucial. That's why we have, things built into our protocol like smart prep, bolus tracking, sure start, things like that to make sure that when you're hitting, contrast and the scanner at the same time, that you have that 5 to 10 second delay before contrast peaks at 100 Hounsfield units, okay? So timing is very important. Now, why do we do these exams the way we do, and why is timing so important? Well, you have to remember that arterial phase, we're looking at arteries because they're either looking for some kind of occlusion, they're looking for a clot, they're looking for stenosis, they're looking for something specific related to what the patient's problem is. Now, when it comes to abdomen and pelvis CTs, we can have a longer delay. So usually those are between 65 to 75 seconds. It depends on what facility you're at, okay? Because I've seen them, differ in each facility. One facility may be 65 seconds, the other one may be 70. I've seen facilities that do 75. So it just really depends. But usually between 65 to 70 seconds is usually a good venous phase. Now, why do we do that? Well, we're not concerned about arteries. We're not concerned about, any type of occlusions. Usually if they're doing some kind of arterial or venous phase, they're looking more to see if there's any masses that show up, any types of tumors, maybe appendicitis, which does take time to, with contrast enhancement will show up. If there's any reproductive abnormalities, that venous phase will give you a good indication of where that might be if that is the case. Now, a lot of times with the abdomen and pelvises, we do have to do a delay if there is something that we do see. Let's say if there may be a laceration, you want to do a delay to see how contrast is pulling out. If there may be a bladder mass, you want to see the extent of that mass. And the only way you're going to do that is if you do a delay between 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Now, we're not talking about like urograms or anything like that because those are longer delays. So those are the things that we have to remember as far as timing and the whys and why we do things the way we do. Now, when it comes to head imaging, like for a head CT that's non-contrast, which that is the typical exam that's get ordered every freaking day and you see it all the time. And they are fucking boring, but you can knock out 5 heads just like that, right? So the reason why, and I get this question a lot, why is it that we angle? If your scanner is able to angle, why do we angle for a CT of the head? Well, the reason we do angle is because we want to minimize the radiation to the lenses of the eyes. The other reason is because we have petrous ridges that runs, through the skull cap. So it causes a lot of streak artifact. So in order to minimize that streak artifact, you want to angle 15 to 20 degrees, if your scanner is able to go ahead and minimize that streak artifact. And you got to use your head holder, guys. That's very important, okay? Because it does improve the quality of your exam. Now, if patients do have surgeries where they're missing the skull cap, they have had, surgery, posteriorly in the brain, do not put them in the head holder, because they have no barrier there that's protecting the brain, okay? Especially if they've gotten parts of the skull removed, because that does happen with trauma. If they've had a traumatic brain injury and, they have like some type of head bleed and they've removed the skull cap to reduce the pressure in the brain, do not put them in the head holder. Just make sure you put their head like on a pillow or something that's soft because they have no barrier there. Okay, that is the only time that we do not put patients in the head holder, is for that specific purpose. So those are the reasons why we do certain exams that we do. And now I also talked about centering. Centering is very important. And I talk about centering in almost every podcast episode that I put out there. And I know you're sick of hearing me saying it, but centering is very important because that goes ahead and prescribes the correct amount of radiation dose to your patient. So you don't want to overexpose them or underexpose them, because your images are going to look like shit when you don't use proper centering. So don't be fucking lazy and just use it. Laser lights are very important. Use them correctly to center at the Z-axis. I have to say that on every episode, and I know you're sick of hearing me, but that has to be done because that is the golden standard. And your scan field of view is very important because you have to make sure that you include the appropriate anatomy and make sure that your box is tailored for all the appropriate anatomy in there. Display field of view is very different from your scan field of view. So your scan field of view is very important as far as your starting and ending points and the correct amount of anatomy that you're going to include in that scan. Hopefully these were good points for you in this episode, and I hope these are good takeaways on that. Always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email. Hit me up on social media. I am on TikTok and on Instagram and on YouTube. So make sure you guys follow me on all those social channels. We don't know the fate of TikTok just yet, so hopefully TikTok does not go away, as I seem to have a lot of fun on that platform. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Make sure you check out the show notes for all the links on everything I talked about in the beginning. Come join my programs. They're excellent. Get some fitness coaching from my boyfriend. He is fucking amazing, and he will get you summer ready, just like him and I are getting summer ready. So check out all the show notes for all the links. Follow me on all the socials and make sure you like and share and subscribe to the podcast as you don't want to miss any new episodes. So thank you so much for joining me in this episode, and I will chat with you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you would like to share your CT experience, have an interesting story to share, or need help in your CT training, please email me your questions at contact@thecteducator.com. Follow along on Instagram at the CT Educator, also on Facebook at the CT Educator. Don't forget to like, share, leave a 5-star review, as this will help support the show and it'll reach all of you that need guidance. Thank you for listening and happy scanning.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.